Well, welcome back to the Gobby Gaffer, and it's part, unlucky for some, 13. Let's hope it's not unlucky for us today. One or two changes have been made because form was, it kind of fell off a cliff really, particularly in the Champions League. So one or two changes. Let's have a look at what's been going on. So if you watched the last episode, you will know that in the Champions League we had our first two games, both away from home, Barcelona and Benfica. We lost to Barcelona, a very narrow loss, 1-0. No shame in that. But then we got absolutely hammered by Benfica, and it was. I'm surprised it wasn't another one of those situations where the squad had to pay all of the travelling fans' expenses again, because it was shameful and humiliating. In between that, in La Liga, we beat Real Hispalis 2-0, and we're doing very, very well in La Liga. As soon as we get into a cup competition, we are awful. But the problem is, after the Benfica game, the first game was in La Liga. It was Espanyol away from home. And once again, we didn't turn up, and it was a 1-0 win. And although we had been doing very, very well in La Liga, the alarm bells started to ring. So I thought, you know what? The writing's on the wall. We need to change the formation. We've gone ugly. Yes, it doesn't look very pretty, does it? It's a 4-2-2-2. If anybody's not watched my live stream, then in my live stream, this is my go-to. If things are not going well, go to the 4-2-2-2, and it usually works. And it's worked for us in this save as well. Although it is in La Liga, and we have been doing quite well in La Liga, it needs to be tested out in the Champions League. We're going to do that today. So having moved to that formation, we beat Levante at home 4-1, and then we went away to Almeria and we won 4-1 there as well. So 8 goals scored, 2 conceded. Today we've got a home game against Salzburg. In fact, we've got 2 home games, so that'll be a bit of a novelty. We seem to play all of our games away from home. I know it's not like that, but it just feels like that. So we've got a home game against Red Bull Salzburg, and then we've got a home game against Valencia, who are 7th in the Liga. So it should be a fairly tough test for us. The only slight problem I've got with the new formation is I've got most of my strikers on the pitch. It's never easy in football management, believe me. Okay, it's Red Bull Salzburg. It is at home, and my word, do we need 3 points. Let's start picking up a few points in the Champions League and try and get into those playoff positions so we can get into the last 16. The way we've been playing in the Champions League, I don't think that's going to happen. But you never know. We seemed a bit rejuvenated with this 4-2-2-2. Let's get stuck in. Okay, well, the last game that you saw on camera, the Benfica game, I did make quite a lot of changes in that game, so I am taking some of the blame for that myself, the responsibility to pick the right players, and I think I picked quite a few of the new players coming in, and, it all fell apart. I disrupted my central defensive partnership. I brought Garcia in. That obviously didn't work. We've been playing this team now for 2 games. Yes, I know it's only 2 games, but they have been looking quite good. Let's see if we can look quite good in the Champions League. Caprile in goal, back 4 of Christiansen, Parola, Christensen and Gran. Barrios and Franco are going to hold. We've got Elliott and Benitez playing just behind Rodriguez and Amorodian. And we've got Rodriguez playing as a pressing forward rather than a poacher. He does like to play as a poacher, but I do like the pressing forward, advance forward combo. So let's see if we can get our first 3 points in the Champions League. We need to start sooner rather than later because we're 3 games in and there's only 8 games in the league stage. So in this 2-striker system, Rodriguez up front, the new striker, has looked very, very comfortable and he's been scoring a few goals. Very, very natural. And hopefully him and Amorodian are going to form a decent partnership. But it is Red Bull Salzburg, 12 minutes on the clock. They are coming forward. They've got the ball. They've got the initiative early on in the game. And, don't kick in there. Yeah, you can kick them outside the penalty area, but don't kick them inside the penalty area. Come on, lads. That's going to go over the top. That sails nicely over the top. Caprile, he made a valiant try for it, but it was way over the top. We need to start pressing a little bit more now. Okay, we do have the ball. Parola at the back. He's our new left-footed centre-back. And we're trying to get a bit of a combo going there with him and Christensen. Okay, Elliott now has gone very, very wide. And one of those... and the keeper makes a great save there. One of those league games that we just played. He came out of it at the end with a 10 out of 10 rating. So I think he likes playing in that position. Let's hope he likes playing in it today. Like I say, it is part 13 now of this save, and we don't want it to be unlucky. And Barrios there, he's saying, you know what, boss, I'm doing my best here. I don't want it to be unlucky either. He makes two great tackles. Okay, Amordion is put through with an absolutely delightful ball and blasts it over the top. I think he was aiming for the camera there on that gantry rather than trying to get it under the bar. Elliott now, free kick, and that's very, very easy for Menzel in the between the sticks. He just catches that one out of the air. So there mustn't have been a lot of power on that one. Okay, well, 23 minutes in, there's plenty of the game left yet. Benitez, we are starting to see quite a lot of the ball now. Parola at the back once again. Barrios in midfield, and left, I was going to say go left with it. Christensen now down that left hand side. So we do have one or two new faces on the pitch at the moment, but we do seem to be playing a little bit better, although a little bit shot shy in this game. Okay, pushing on to half time now. 12 shots, 5 on target, but we're failing to hit the net, which is not ideal. And I am going to say I'm angry, because when they played the last two games that we played off camera, they got delighted, pats on the back. I was putting my arm around them, congratulating them. When they don't play well, they're going to get an angry, I'm afraid. It's not good enough. We need to start winning games in the Champions League. Okay, we're looking okay. No tiredness in the team. Christensen is carrying a yellow card, but we'll go into the second half now. I have gone to very attacking now. I think we should be beating teams like Red Bull Salzburg, but then again, I thought we should beat Benfica, and we got absolutely smashed. Elliott now with the corner. It's back post. Benitez is going to retrieve this. Benitez now. Plays a simple ball into Barrios to Christensen. Christian gets the ball taken off him. Ball forward there, and a little bit of a passage of play there where we've lost the ball and not looking great. And once again, I'm not seeing here what I'm seeing in La Liga. Okay, Franco, Parola, little triangle there, Barrios, and Christensen has got acres of space to run into. Little bit laboured. Can we get a head on that? No, we can't. Gran coming forward now. Can he beat his man? Yes, he can. He puts a cross in. And that is looking like Rodriguez has been tripped in the penalty area. He goes down like a sack of spuds. And, well, the referee's looking at this through VAR's eyes. Are we going to get a penalty? Yes, we are. And it's normally Elliott who takes them. If you remember, the last one he took, he missed. But we will choose him again. Come on, Elliott. You can do it, lad. He got a 10 out of 10 in one of the recent games. So his confidence is sky high at the moment. Okay, what's he going to do with this? Plant it past the keeper. Left-footed. Which side is he going to go? Yep, he goes to the left of the keeper. Puts us 1-0 ahead. We are immediately going to drop into a positive mentality. We don't want to be busting a gut, throwing everything forward and getting caught at the back. So we are 1-0 ahead, and we will be making some substitutions very shortly. But this time, Elliott very, very sure with that, and beats the keeper very easily. Christensen now with the throw. Nice little ball into Barrios. Plays the ball to Gran. Is Gran going to hit this? No, he's gone too wide with it. Good defending there by their defender. Barrios fires the ball in the back of the net, and all of a sudden we seem to have woken up. It's taken us 62 minutes, but you know what? Whenever we decide to wake up in a game and start scoring a few goals, it's okay with me. We've laboured for 62 minutes and all of a sudden we score 2 goals. And I thought Gran had gone, well, he did go far too wide, but then he pulled the defender away, played it to Barrios, and he just hit it first time. It's 2-0. Corner, Elliott once again now, left-footed to that far post. And, well, we're not getting our centre-backs on that, are we, at the moment? Benitez plays the ball inside and, unfortunately, played it a nice ball inside for their player. And we give the possession away. Okay, Salzburg now playing the ball around a little bit. If I was their manager, I'd be saying, lads, we're losing 2-0 here. What are you doing? You're playing the ball around at the back. Come on, get the ball forward. But I'm not telling them what to do. That's not my job. My job is to say to our lads, come on, lads, kick him. Get the win the ball back. Ball over the top, and Kagan looked offside there to me. It doesn't matter. He fires it wide. Okay, somebody did get a touch on that. I'm not sure what happened there. Schmidt now is going to take this corner. Floats into the near post, and a header there out to one of their players. Parola now plays the ball to Christiansen. Christiansen did not fancy that one at all. It actually was hit a little bit too hard, so he just plays a cushion ball back to Parola again. We are out on the right hand side now. Gran plays the ball into Franco. Lovely ball. No, it wasn't. And we're starting to look a bit tired. I think we do need to make some substitutions. Substitutions are made, so that little box that we've got there, Bergvall, Torre, Garcia and Vermeeren all coming on to try and strengthen that midfield. We were looking a little bit tired in there and we were giving the ball away. Once again now, another corner for Salzburg. They've obviously found their second wind and they're trying to put something together for themselves here. I mean, we do really need to keep a clean sheet. A goal at this stage, making it 2-1. It would be a little bit squeaky bum time and we don't want any of that. Okay, Bergvall there, fresh legs on the pitch. And he anticipates that one really well. Rodriguez now. And he's going to go into the penalty area. Is he going to slide it in? And that one is looking a little bit of a buffoonery by the goalkeeper. But we still have the ball. And that's just showing us one of those silly. Is it a goal? Did it go? It never is. So just stop doing it. Okay, another corner now. Christiansen's going to take this one. Obviously, Elliott's gone off the pitch. Ball headed down there. Christensen. Headed ball. No, we can't do anything with that. But Torre, a very intelligent ball there from the young kid. Plays it back to Parola. That's looped up. It's in the back of the net. And Amordion gets his 14th goal of the season. And that was all started by a very, very intelligent ball by the young kid. I've got high hopes for him. There's quite a few people after him. His stats are a bit ugly, if I'm honest, but he's kind of got the stats in the right areas to be a good striker. Very, very intelligent ball. Just played the ball back, and then it worked its way over to Amordion, and he heads it in. It is 3-0 now, and 21 shots, 10 on target. And okay, I think what we will do is we will move Torre forward if Amordion is tired. And we'll maybe bring Vranks on up there. But what we'll do is we'll drop him into midfield now. We don't need to bust a gut in this game. In fact, we will drop to a cautious mentality. And yep, that's looking okay. We are looking a bit of a tired outfit though. A 3-0 win when we're looking this tired is a very good result. Let's hope they don't put any pressure on our defence because they're absolutely shattered. Christiansen now plays the ball to Parola. All these lads at the back, they're like the walking wounded now. They're all hopping round on one leg. They're so tired. Torre now goes wide with it, fires the ball in, and very, very nearly sets Amordion up again. Clean sheet here would be very, very nice as well. You know, clean sheets sometimes are as important as a win. Well, maybe not quite as important as a win, but you know what I mean. Clean sheet, it gives the defence a lot of confidence. It gives the goalkeeper a boost. Clean sheets, yeah, very, very underrated in my opinion. Very underrated. Can we get one? About 5 minutes of the game left now. Salzburg, once again, have found another. It's the third win, and they're trying to put the ball in the back of the net. Ball's headed out, and their player just stops playing. Did the referee call for something there? What is that? Okay, it's a throw-in. Maybe there was a reason. It was a method in his madness, let's put it that way. He let the ball go out, but he knew it was a throw. Okay, Eamon now is going to come into the penalty area. Vermeeren there, though. Very, very nice play indeed. Just cuts in, nicks the ball, and sets us going on a counter-attack. Once again, we're looking a bit disjointed in midfield. We've given the ball away again. Three, you wouldn't think that, you know, you'd think the confidence would be high, wouldn't you? Winning 3-0, you think the confidence would be very high. The midfield not looking great, but fortunately Salzburg have not got the shooting boots on. And we do get that clean sheet, and the important thing is we score 3 at the other end. It's 3-0, 22 shots, 10 on target, and an XG of 3. This is much, much better, much better. The games that we've been watching where we've been getting beat, we've hardly had any shots on target. This is much better, and importantly, it's 3 points in the Champions League. And of course, we're going to say to the lads now, we're delighted. We were angry at half-time. We're delighted now, of course we are. We found our shooting boots. It took us 62 minutes, but you know what? Like I say, I don't really care. When we score a goal in a game, it doesn't really matter what time of the game it is. Okay, back into La Liga now, and we have a home game against Valencia, and we are top of the league at the moment. Let's try and keep that going, shall we? Because the loss against Espanyol, that was a very, very damaging result. I know it's only 3 points lost, but when you're top of the league and you've got teams like Real Madrid breathing down your neck, you can't afford any slip-ups. And as we know, Real Madrid, well, they're just a winning machine, aren't they? You know, they don't care who they play in. They just batter them and win the league by 10, 12, 15 points. And that's in their DNA. Let's see if we can change that this season. It's Valencia. It's at home. We'll see you in the dugout. Well, in my live stream managing at Leverkusen, I have a very supportive lad who comes in there called Stevie G. And his mantra always is, don't change your winning team. You know what, Stevie? We're doing exactly that today. It's the same team. Capriel in goal, back four of Christiansen, Parola, Christensen, Gran, Barrios and Franco holding. Elliott and Benitez are the two attacking midfielders, although one of them is the playmaker. And Rodriguez and Amarodian, the free-scoring Amarodian, shall we say. That's probably put the mockers on him scoring today, but we're probably going to have to rely on Rodriguez now. But, yeah, those are the front two. Let's get stuck in. Well, it is a La Liga game, and normally I don't have to worry about La Liga games because we're normally very, very good in the Spanish league. But it's 15 minutes on the clock, and it is Valencia with the first chance here. Franco, though, does win the ball. Benitez got 2 on him. Elliott. And the shout there from the bench and the crowd was, man on! Christiansen down this side now. Christiansen is going to do what? He's going to stand there and say, OK, Perez, I've finished with the ball now. You can have it. We'll be having words at half-time. Gran, very good anticipation. Amordion, I think he might be offside there. Doesn't matter. He blasts it absolutely miles wide. OK, did get a touch there. Obviously, I didn't see the deflection, but it is a corner. Elliott playing it short. Barrios back to Elliott in the box. Benitez, Franco plays it all the way back to Parola. We're going to start again. No, we're not. It's another corner. My word, is it hard commentating games like this. OK, Elliott now with the ball and plays the ball back to Parola again. A lot of our stuff seems to start from Parola at the back. Franco, lovely ball over the top, and Grant absolutely fires that in the back of the net with some venom. That was a hell of a goal. By the way, let's have another look at that one, because that was some goal. Started by Parola at the back. Parola here, I mean, look at our half there. Our half of the pitch is deserted. A lovely ball in, and Gran takes it first time and smashes it in the back of the net. Gran with the throw in. Benitez back to Gran again. Ball into the, well, it was very nearly into the box. Benitez shot, and the ball's just over the top. Christensen there with a snapshot. Unlucky. Okay, Valencia now with an attack of their own, but we get that one nicely out of defence. Elliott now raiding down this left-hand side. He's gone very, very wide with this. Clips it back into Barrios. Barrios gives the ball away again. It's a little bit of a fault of ours, isn't it? We're very, very good at giving the ball away. I mean, in the Salzburg game, we gave the ball away a lot in midfield. Parola now, what's he going to do with this? Very, very calm head at the back. It's been a good signing, Parola. Left-footed centre-back, don't you know? And the ball slips through to Omorodion, and Omorodion gets his 15th goal of the season. And while I'm trying to make up something in my head to say, Omorodion just sticks the ball in the back of the net. It is 2-0. And it's kind of the way that most of our La Liga games go. We normally do finish teams off quite nicely. It was actually Rodriguez there. A great tackle, not giving up on that ball. And the ball pings off to Omorodion. 15th goal of the season. Very nice indeed. Okay, with 6 players now on the green stats, which is always very nice to see. Obviously, you know, we've given the ball away again. Obviously, very nice to see that. We are winning 2-0. Couple of minutes from half-time now. But as per usual, commentator's curse. I'm trying to give my team a little bit of credit, and then we go and give the ball away again. Elliott has nicked that one, however, and gives the ball away again. Okay, I think the game is trying to tell me something. I don't quite know what it is, but if it could be a little bit clearer, Football Manager, what are you trying to tell me there? I mean, Elliott had a great chance there, and then just basically, no, we've given the ball away again. What are we doing? I mean, fortunately, the post saves us there. Franco into midfield. A lot of these passes are ending up very, very short, aren't they? Can we win that ball? Christensen. I have no faith that we're going to keep hold of it. Omorodion. Rodriguez is in. He can put these in the back of the net. Oh, and he fires it straight at the keeper, who, well, it was just instinctive. He just pushed it over the top. But we do get a corner out of it. Elliott now. Left-footed, and it's to the far post. Can we get a hand on it? No, we don't. Our 2 centre-backs in this system don't seem very willing or able to put the ball in the back of the net. Okay, Elliott once again. This time he delivers it to the near post, and that one gets headed away as well, and the ball is going to go out for a throw-in. Okay, the half-time whistle comes, and obviously we are going to... In the La Liga games, I'm always pleased at half-time. We're usually winning games. It's never usually an issue. It's the Champions League that's a problem. I still don't understand the Benfica result. Maybe it was my fault. I'm blaming the players. Maybe it was my fault. Changing a team. Although I did feel like after the Barcelona result, we did need to change it, but... Maybe it was my fault. Sometimes you have to take it on the chin, accept responsibility. Okay, let's get into the second half. Let's hope I don't make any mistakes in this game, because a 2-0 win and another clean sheet, just what the doctor ordered. Well, it's a goal kick right at the beginning of the second half. Hoofed out there, ball's over the top, and the Duro is in here. Fires the ball in the back of the net, and that was a bit of a smash and grab. We didn't read that one at all. The clean sheet is now gone. And Duro is running back to the centre circle with that ball like a madman. He obviously feels like, maybe the managers have had a real good word with them. And Caprile there, to his credit, he tried to close it down, but it didn't work, did it? Christensen now does some good work there at the back, wins that ball back for us. Caprile now plays the ball to Gran. It's back to Caprile. It's a bit of a dangerous tactic, this, lads. Can we just get the ball up the field? That's the way to do it. Elliott now. Elliott, he's one of... I don't know. The jury's out on Elliott. Let's put it that way. Sometimes he can be brilliant, and then other times he can play like a buffoon. So the jury's out on... he's very intermittent. Jekyll and Hyde and all of that kind of stuff. Christensen now. And we've not got the ball out of our half. We've had the ball for about 5 minutes now. We're just tapping the ball around. Barrios, he needs a runner. Amordion picks the ball up. Amordion, what's he going to do with this? He's going to fire it into the back of the net. And I mean, why was I asking, what's Amordion going to do with this? Why was I asking? Amordion there, he's a goal machine. Is that 16 now for the season? Look at this. He had 2 players on him. There were like 4 or 5 black shirts in the penalty area, and he just smashes it in the back of the net. It's 3-1. Elliott now with the corner. Corners are a little bit useless for us. We're doing absolutely nothing with them. Okay, 68 minutes on the clock. Something I don't normally do, but I've made all my substitutions now. The whole back 4 has been changed. Get some fresh legs on. Give the lads a bit of a rest. Games are coming thick and fast, so we do need to put a little bit of rest in there. I'm putting rest periods in between games, but I don't really want to rotate. I want this 11 players on the pitch if I can. The young kid Torre has come on up front, so I'm waxing lyrical about him. Let's just have a quick look at his stats. So like I say, some of his stats are not great. He's got, at 20 years old, he's got very poor concentration, leadership, positioning is awful, and his work rate is a 9. But then again, he knows where that white round thing goes. Yep, all together now. It goes between the 2 white sticks, and does he know that? Let's see how he does this season. If he starts catching the eye of a few teams, we might have to do something about that. Okay, one of the substitutes now, Johnson. I did bring him in to be a starter, to be quite honest, because Gran played at that right back role all last season on his own. Really, he didn't have any support. Johnson is, on paper, he's a better player than Gran, and I did start the season with him. But Gran has won his place back, and Johnson now is playing second fiddle. But you know what? It keeps him on the toes. Barrios now in midfield. Elliott. I was going to say a lovely ball over the top, but it wasn't. That was one of Elliott's, is it a Jekyll or a Hyde moment? I don't know. I always get confused with that. Okay, ball through now. We don't need to... we've left one of their players in a heap. Ball's in the back of the net. It is 2 goals for them now. 81 minutes on the clock. Maybe we need to drop into something more like a holding formation now. But this wasn't great. Considering we've got fresh legs on right across the back 4, that is not good. Okay, a highlight straight from the kickoff. I have dropped to a cautious mentality now, so we are playing a low block tactic. We can't afford to concede another goal now. Not quite sure where our clean sheets have gone. We've conceded 2 goals in this game, and to be fair, I didn't rotate the back 4. It was the same back 4, and the new lads that have come on have not done much better, to be honest. They've conceded a goal when they came on. Ball into the box. Benitez now has gone wide. Plays it into Johnson. Little touch there to Franco, and he fires that ridiculously wide. Okay, we do have the ball, and it's in their half. It's exactly where it needs to be. You need to keep it near that corner flag, lads. Can we keep it there for about 10 minutes? I know, that's a little bit unrealistic. Elliott back to Bogarts. Bogarts in the box. Can we get a header on that? Yes, we can. And Alvaro Rodriguez there gets his 5th goal of the season. Very nice indeed. Just what the doctor ordered, to be quite honest. We were under the cosh a little bit. Conceded those 2 goals. But Rodriguez there, nice little header. Not sure, was that a little back header? Oh no, he turned round and he just nodded it sideways. Very nice indeed. 20 shots, 8 on target. Come on lads, let's not blot our copybook any more than we've already done. It's 4-2 now. We need to keep this ball out of the back of the net. Lopez plays it to, what is that, Ngonge. Whoa, oh, it's in the back of the net. It's one of those games, I think. It's just one of those games. We've conceded 3 goals now. It's 4-3. It's not going to be an easy game, this one, is it, for us? You can see that now. I thought when they scored 1 goal and we had 3, I thought, you know what, okay, we'll put up with 1. They've scored 3 goals, but it's sometimes you get those games, don't you? Let's hope it's not going to be one of those games. It's 4-3. 6 minutes of time added on. We've got 4 minutes to play. A little chip into the box. Ball's in the back of the net. The referee is looking at this one, but there's no flag. I fear as though this one is going to be allowed. And we've conceded 4 goals here in a game and dropped 2 points. And that is very, very, very poor. We'll definitely be having words about that. That is awful. No more highlights. Oh my word. What have I just witnessed there? We score 4 goals in a game and don't win it. Heads are going to roll. Heads are going to roll. That is awful. Angry doesn't even cover it. That is shocking. We do not do that in La Liga. We do not do that in La Liga. That is awful. Any more boxes that can pop up that I can tell them how angry I am? Because that is awful. And of course what that does is it lets Real Madrid back in. Real Madrid now level points with us. We had got about, I don't know, was it a 6, 7, 8 point lead on them. They're now level points with us, 25. Villarreal in surprise in third, 24 points. Barcelona, who by the way beat us 1-0 in the Champions League, languishing down in 6th place. And they are, 8 points behind us. Well, that was a very, very, very poor result. Very, very poor result. Well, I think in football, sometimes you just have to take it on the chin. You have those games now and again, don't you? Our defence definitely had one of those games. We let 4 goals in. Keeper didn't cover himself in glory either, did he? But we are giving the ball away an awful lot to the opposition. And in La Liga, you can't do that to any team because you're going to get done. And we got royally done in that game, conceding 4 goals. Okay, going to go do the usual now, play a few games off camera, and we'll be back for some more exciting stuff. Can we stay top of La Liga? I don't think so. I think Real Madrid have got a bit of a head of steam up now. We're starting to drop a few points. Can't kick a ball straight in midfield. It's not looking great, is it? But you never know. You never know. Real Madrid, can we hope and pray that they have a little bit of a bad run and start dropping points? Do you think that's going to happen? No, I don't either. Okay, we'll see you very shortly. We'll be back with some more football from La Liga. It's Atletico Madrid.